Hello, everyone, and welcome to Newly Forged. As you can see, we are down a couple folks for a little while today. Matt will be able to be joining us in about half an hour or so, so that's good news. Sorry for the delay. I had to do a couple little video and DM things, but we're here and we're live, and it's wonderful. So hello. As you can see, Amber also is unavailable tonight, so Greg will be run by Mike tonight as well, and Tanner will start off governing Spoot in case Matt is not here when Spoot needs to spoot, and that'll be that, and it'll be great. In the meantime, why don't you both introduce yourselves, say which character you are playing, which character you are Jaegering, and why don't you tell me what your character would do on a rainy day? Like rainy day fun time activities. Let's start up in this corner. Yeah, this corner with Mike.
Hello, I am Mike. I play Defect, the Warforged Barbarian / Sea Slug. Um, as well as playing the better half of #Prefect, Rick, the Artificer, Goblin Artificer. And so for Defect, rainy day activity for Defect, what would he do?
Rust.
Not that. Mold over.
Oh, yeah.
We also mold over.
Get a little taller.
Wet hair. I mean, does have that.
God.
Hair.
That must be a combination of smells. I didn't even think about it. Gross.
Defect would be a hot mess in the rain, so he would probably stay inside and read poetry right next to his window, just listening to the rain fall gently.
I dig it. That's adorable.
Like distance.
I love it.
Yeah, yes, that's Defect.
Wonderful. And down in down in this corner.
Where even am I?
You're down in this corner where you belong. We have Tanner.
Oh. Haven't been talked like that to in a long time.
Hey, someone's got to put Tanner in the corner. So
my boss tried that today and he did not like the result. I am Tanner.
Do it.
I'm playing Adis the Human Ranger and Spoot the Total Cleric. Rainy day activity. I don't know. The forest is not very fun when it's raining. I don't really know what Adis would do. He doesn't do much except for spend time outside. But trekking through the woods in the rain is not fun.
Also true. Yeah, no.
I don't know. Hang by a camp, like a fireplace. Stay dry. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Spoot would probably be fishing because it's the best time to fish.
It is the best time to fish. But I think that staying inside and reading poetry and huddling by a fire are perfectly fine answers.
Hot toddies.
Yeah. Hot toddies with his husband. Yeah. I dig it.
I love a hot toddy.
I haven't had one in a very long time, to be honest. So
when my old roommate was sick last winter, I made so many of them. It was fantastic.
Wonderful. I dig it. Very cool. Well, that was short and sweet and very quick, which was good.
Yeah, I normally have more time to think, and I didn't like that.
Rapid fire. But it's okay. We will hold the other two accountable for your transgressions. It'll be fine. So in that case, sorry, just making sure all my things are thinged. Let's do a quick recap on what happened last week here on Newly Forged. Last time on Newly Forged, our party defeated the giant octopuses and a young baby kraken that were attacking ships in the area known as Deep Ruin Run. However, doing so did not come easy, as Grig perished in the attempt. However, they were successfully revived by the Tortle Cleric Spoot, thanks to Defect's well-placed attacks and a little help from Captain Orna Windalong, who was barely clinging to life inside the belly of the beast, being cut free as it was slain. Upon reviving Grig and providing the captain with a potion of water breathing, the group, hoping to learn more about their current predicament, investigated a few clues they had found, and further down one of the caveways, they found a light source, and so they approached it. And they found that there was an underwater cavern there, and going up, they could see firelight atop a little raised island. And so they approached the lairs of these strange creatures, but were attacked by sharks. Deciding to skirt the edges, they traced their way to what they heard, or what Adis heard, as some sobbing. And there they found a Piscean figure, kind of a fish man, chained to a post, and who told them that he was being held by 3 evil, seaweedy kind of women. And their Kotua servants, who were another type of fish people. And apparently these 3 seaweed women had indeed summoned the very kraken that our heroes had but a short time ago dispatched. Knowing that they have to remove the root of the problem, our heroes chose to swim to the raised island where these seaweed women resided, but not before passing another shark, having to deal with it, and alerting the enemy to their presence. During the battle, after taking out 2 Kuatoa guards, Defect and Grig became cursed by the Bane spell, and Defect has been turned into a sea slug.
Oh no!
So the mighty barbarian is now a tiny little sea slug squirming around on the ground. How will our heroes overcome this one? There's only one way to find out, and that's to watch with us live here on Nuuli Forged. Cue entrance video, which doesn't exist, but it'd be really cool if it did.
Right.
Like a Saturday.
But I
Live.
will.
Forged.
But I will cue battle music. So now that's played, which is great. Cool. Well, let us dive right in with the top of the initiative. I will bring you to the page. Here we are, beloved friends, at the top of the initiative order. Remember that this area here is raised up, so you have to you could attempt to climb up, but the ground is very slippery. And Spoot currently has his spiritual weapon up, which is great.
Is he I forget, like okay, never mind. And then there's Defect.
Yep.
Okay.
You can see Defect is now a cute little slurg. Isn't
Oh.
that adorable?
Very ragey looking sea
Yes,
slug.
It does not look happy.
It's raging around. It's very angry that it is now a sea slug. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, we start at the top of the round with Adis. Adis, during the last round, one of those seaweed women tried to cast a spell towards you, but you overcame it, and then she disappeared back over the edge.
Okay. I am. Am I still on slippery terrain?
You are, yeah. If you want to move, you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Cool.
24.
Cool. That's a success. But do note, because of the slickness, and you have to mind it, it is difficult terrain. That's something that I forgot last week. But just
Okay.
for everybody, it is difficult terrain.
All right.
But you don't
Can I
fall
stand
prone.
over here next to Spoot, or is that impassable, or like not?
I think you could pass that way with a dexterity check or an acrobatics check, but I don't think you could stand there.
Okay. I mean, because I could get that far, but I don't know if it's like possible to like pass at all.
I would allow you to roll a acrobatics check to pass around him. It
To
would,
get to like this square right here, or would that be too far? 'Cause it's like
if
he's
you're
kind
if
of
you're
like-
going to use your action to move, then you can attempt that.
Okay. I'll just move to there then, and ready my action. Do I see the angry sea slug?
Make a quick perception check. It's DC 15.
Of course.
Oh wow!
Of course.
No, you do.
Oh wait, hold on. I have my D4 that I get.
Oh, well then I would say that you make it.
Aha.
Yeah, with an 18. Yeah, you see a slug just on the ground, on the slick, wet surface, kind of flopping around.
And I can't hear or see defect at all?
No,
Or would I?
I don't think Adis would have any idea that that creature was once defect, because you didn't have line of sight on him when he became it.
Okay. Okay, I was just curious because, like, with
Did-
shit that Fae pull, I didn't know if, like, I would know if, like, body changing spells to people is a thing.
Because you are trained in Fey hunting.
Favorite enemy?
You can make an Arcana check.
And I think I get those at
gonna-
advantage.
I'm going to call it a DC 20 in this particular case, because it's pretty high level spell.
Okay. Hold on, I think class features. I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them.
So then, yeah, you
Does
have
this-
advantage, because Arcana's
Okay.
an intelligence. And defect, you're on deck.
My movement.
Not much.
No!
With a 12, unfortunately, you just can't put... You don't make a connection between the slug and defect.
Okay, I'm just gonna knock my bow then and ready to fire against the first thing that like pops over the edge.
All right, I take it. Very cool. That brings us to defect. You're a slug.
Right, and I feel defect will continue to charge into battle.
Can he bite him?
No. He
So can I
can't do
move?
himself damage. I will say that as a slug, you're pretty much... You have 1 hit point. You have an armor class of 12.
Right.
A movement
It's high
speed.
for a slug. Damn.
Only because it's very, very tiny.
That's fair. Okay.
You have like a strength score of 4, a dexterity of 6. You don't have any score that's above an 8. Like charisma's your highest stat right now is an 8.
As a sea slug, really?
Actually, no, your wisdom would be your highest as an 8. You probably have a 6 charisma as a sea slug.
Okay.
Your intelligence is like a 2.
I don't know. Sea slugs are kind of cute, to be honest.
That's why they get a 6 instead of a 4.
Okay.
And you can move like... I'll let you have a 5-foot movement speed, but...
Awesome.
Just angrily just starts
But,
like slowly charging.
You can't process the world around you really very much anymore. You know that you are defect, or that you were once defect, but everything else kind of...
Well, I imagine that between my intelligence and my wisdom, I Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on moving. Like my inner defect rage is just propelling me forward.
Yeah, that's
So all of a
totally,
sudden, the
that's
little
totally
party,
fine. Yeah.
like this tiny scream coming from a sea slug as it rushes into battle.
Yeah, just an angry slug slithering around on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
that's fine.
pushing.
Speaking of which, I believe your rage ends at this point in time.
X didn't take any damage.
Because you did not take or deal damage in the last round.
Okay. That. Thank you.
So, no more.
I'm a more subdued sea slug.
However, you are a slug that has, like, this weird, like, kind of black swirling thing kind of over your sluggy antennas, making it hard for you to see things.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the Bane spell.
Right.
It's like he's blinded and a slug? That's just rude.
Well, he's not blind. Well, I mean, sea slugs are kind of blind, but, you know, you're just kind of there on the ground.
Yes, I am. All right.
Very cool. There you go. Next up, one of our friends. Who this is going to be kind of fun. What does she want?
Is it?
Could be, yeah.
I don't think it is.
Oh no, it could be. I think our friend here is going. Yeah. She walks up to the edge.
Pew!
Yep, you can make your attack. Your held attack.
$21.
21 will hit.
I saw the natural one and panicked. I was like, not again! Oh, 11.
Nice.
Like that, like that.
Nice.
What's that skull icon on her?
You don't need to worry about that. Because it goes away. Because she wasn't expecting an arrow in her face. And she drops
Not many
concentration.
people are.
Yeah. So she drops concentration on her spell. And defect is defect again.
Yeah. My whole plan for Spook just went right out the window. Now I can do something else.
Great. That was fantastic. But she looks at you very angrily.
I look back at her angrily.
Yeah, the thing about her is she is like super hideous looking. She's got this crazy wild seaweed hair and sharp pointy teeth and all this stuff. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Which I feel like I should be proficient in instead of strength, but... 17?
Okay, you are hit with an immense feeling of terror, and you feel your entire body begin to go limp. And then you shake your head and you pull yourself out of it.
Okay. I was like, damn that DC.
But yeah, and then she kind of steps back over the ledge.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah. Next up, we have a little friend who is going to do some things. Our friend here is going to go to the edge over here. Bam. And
Oh wait, hold on. Wasn't hold on. Spoot was holding an action to use Sacred Flame on the first enemy he sees.
Okay, go ahead. Make a. That's a saving throw, a dex save, I believe.
Yeah, DC 15, I think. Hold on. Let me.
She succeeded. So,
Oh, okay. Damn it. DC 16.
yeah, she rolled a 9.
How dare she?
Cool. So this guy comes over here and whips out a net and kind of just drops it over Grig. However, I think with a 12, misses.
That is, sorry.
I believe their AC is 15.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That is correct, yes.
Cool. So that's its turn. Next up, another friend comes over the wall. And
I don't like all these friends.
I need Greg to make a wisdom saving throw. Minus a d4. All right, 6 is a fail. So Greg looks up, sees terror, just pure, unadulterated, seaweed hair, horrible, creepy woman, and just is overcome and just has a little heart attack and falls to the ground and has 0 hit points.
Greg has Flash of Genius. She can give herself a equal on her save up to her intelligence.
It would not help her.
Oh.
It would not help that, rather.
Damn.
So Greg drops to the ground with 0 hit points.
Holy crap. Amber, I am so sorry. 0 hit points.
Yep.
I froze.
Greg is
unconscious and prone on the ground. They're not dying. They're not like bleeding out. They're just unconscious and 0 hit points.
right. Okay.
Cool. And then that friend moves away somewhere. Next up. I suppose, Defect, you might actually see this individual.
Oh, there's something for Defect to smash.
Yeah. Looks like a angry ghost.
It's Grandma.
Yeah, so this one over here, Defect, looks towards you.
Uh-huh.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw minus a d4.
Right.
But you has advantage.
Yes. So 17.
Minus a d4.
Aha!
16. Okay, great. Yeah, he hurls a little ball of some kind of energy at you, but you dodge out of the way. It is now Grieg's turn. They are unconscious with 0 hit points. They're not making death saves, but they're just on the ground.
Okay.
Next up is another one of our friends here. I just need to check one thing. Cool. All right, that answers that question. I am going to need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw. Minus the d4.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You know, you keep saying the word cool, and I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You were targeted with this spell because you overcame the other spell, and you're also the closest one. So, great. Until the effect ends, you can either use your action. Oh no! Wait, sorry. Sorry. The spell is. You feel like this pain kind of gnawing through your eyeballs, or your eye equivalent of eyeballs.
Right.
And you get a sense of utter panic.
Okay. Makes sense. Rig is down.
And so you are frightened of this creature here.
Okay.
And on each of your turns, you must take the dash action to move away from that creature by the shortest route and safest route possible.
Okay. At the beginning of my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so you're currently feared. Let's make you feared. There you go. Alright, and that brings us to Spooked.
Alright. So, Spooked, I'm assuming Spook can, like, hears Greg scream and then go down.
Oh yeah,
Or, like...
He saw it all.
Right.
Oh, and it looks like we might be getting a Spook here in a moment.
I should wait then?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. Bonus
we'll
action, healing word at second level on Grig.
Nice, go for it.
So Grig gets back 9.
Alright. So Grig is no longer unconscious.
And then what's it called? Spiritual weapon, moving that is a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Spook will just move forward to where defect is, and this one.
What do you do?
Sacred Flame.
Cool. Yeah.
So that's a D.
She fails.
Alright.
That's...
And it looks like we have a friend back. Great.
That's 9 sacred flame damage to Zahag.
Very cool.
Matt, everything is the same from Greg, minus I used her your second level spell slot to healing word unconscious Greg.
I'm sorry, if you're telling me this, my audio just kicked in.
Okay. I used only a second level spell slot to healing word unconscious Greg. Everything else is the same.
Copy.
And I sacred flamed this old grandma.
Love it.
Oh, and defect's no longer a cucumber.
Sea slug?
Yeah, sea slug.
Yeah, you indeed missed
Cucumber.
the cute little token he had, though.
I was adorably angry as a sea slug.
Raging sea slug.
Exactly. Rage and sea slug. Cool. Yeah, so that's wonderful that you have arrived. Such a fortuitous moment.
Oh yeah, I don't. I'm here.
Very cool. Sorry, I am just tweaking the game screen for you so your lovely face can be seen on stream.
I need to keep. Oh, so I have no more second level spells. Okay.
Yeah. You have 3 first, a third, and a fourth. In which, I was going to use your channel divinity. I don't know if you read the detect thoughts one more, but you can cast suggestion using it on a target for a free spell, for a free slot.
That's a good thought.
Great. Right. Bonk. Hey, there you are. We have you now. Spooks, you're on camera.
Oh no.
Smile for the camera.
It's going to be great. So, that brings us then to the top of the round with Adis.
All right. Am I still on difficult terrain?
Yeah, oh, actually, Spoot, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's still difficult. Okay.
Yeah, this entire area is difficult terrain.
Rolled a 1, apparently.
Okay. So that just meant you felt prone, so you got back up, which meant you had half your movement left, so you probably would be there. That's the only real change that affects.
Okay.
Adis, if you want to move, go ahead, make a dexterity saving throw. You fall prone.
Ah. I get back up.
All right, you have half your movement remaining, and it is
Does that mean
difficult terrain.
So is that 1 step or is that 2 steps?
You round down, so
1. I can move 5 feet. Thanks, Jared. Thanks.
That's one of the difficulties of this particular thing.
Can I see anybody?
I do not think you can, actually. This big thing is in the way,
Okay.
and these people are blocked by...
Because I'm getting like an awkward skinny ass cone. It's like literally right there, so I can technically see it, so I wasn't sure if I could.
You know, it's kind of a conical thing, so it kind of goes up. So, make a perception check. On a 17 or higher, you can see it.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
You can see her. Yes.
I would like to take a pot shot. Two pot shot. Wait. Planar warrior, and then 2 pot shots.
Yeah, go ahead.
About a good natural 20 this. Natural 1.
Oh no. Okay. I need Defect and Spoot to just roll d20s for me.
Oh no.
Alright.
I'm gonna kill Adis off, guys. I'm tired of this.
Unfortunately, your little energy arrow bounces off that stalagmite, and ching! You could see her, but just the aim, it was wonky, and Defect ends up getting pinged for 4 points of piercing damage.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, totally. Yep, she definitely tried it.
25.
25 will absolutely hit.
And then, because I have reached level 5 with favored enemy, I get +4 to this damage roll as well.
She is indeed a fae.
Thank God. So that's 15 damage.
15 damage.
Because I'm assuming I don't get sneak attack on that.
No. Absolutely not. Okay. Very cool.
I don't know, maybe she was surprised that I got a shot around a stalagmite.
I mean, they are aware that you are there, so. Cool. Then that will bring us to Defect. Defect, you are terrified of this entity that's looking at you. So, you need to run away. You have to take the dash action. So, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
With the Bane thing still?
Yep, with the Bane. That is still in effect.
So 14.
That's enough. You don't fall prone. So that's good.
Damn.
Great. So yeah, you just need to move away from her. That's all.
All right, I guess.
And it is difficult terrain, so each square costs you 2 bits of movement.
Okay. I will naturally. I guess you would go back the way you came. So 5, 10.
Sorry.
But 10, 20, 30, 40, and then you said dash, right? So
Yep.
another 10, 20, 30. I guess I'll be here then.
Yep. So
Alright.
you panic and run away from this creature, and in doing so, once you can't see them and you catch your breath, the effect ends. Actually, I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
And I get turned back into a sea slug. Yes.
So you are still frightened of the creature.
Of course.
But that panic, like I gotta run feeling, that is gone. Just
Okay.
Next up, this creature here steps to the edge and looks at you. In Defect, I need another wisdom saving throw.
Leave me alone.
Who in defect?
Just Defect.
Oh.
Minus D4.
Yeah, 13.
Okay, yeah. For a second, you get a sense of terror and dread, but then you push through it. So good job.
Thanks.
And lose sight of her. This guy disappears from your view. You don't know what he's up to. Which is okay. This guy appears down, and I need Grig to make a dexterity saving throw while prone, so I believe it's a disadvantage.
8.
Cool. Yeah, that is definitely enough to get hurt. She takes 7 radiant damage, or they take 7 radiant damage, I should say. Backs away.
Oh boy. All right.
But it is now Grig's turn.
Hey, it's funny how you have a plan of action in mind, and then all of this happens, and you're like, no, wait, hold on.
I think you still have the option to pull out Chomper and do the HP, though.
Yeah. I think I was going to go with that, and I guess I will still stick with that. So yes, I will reactivate Chomper.
All right.
Because then I think technically you can, if it's a 10-foot cube, 10 feet, you can hit Adis and Defect as well.
Yes. Yep. Well, let me pull out Chomper. Where is she? And let's see. So yeah, I'll put Chomper into protector mode.
Mm-hmm.
If I just do it.
Ooh, nice.
All right. So Defect, Adis, and Chomper get 11 temporary hit points,
That was good. All right.
which is great.
And much needed for Greg, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Next up is yeah. And this woman appears again,
Ugh.
and Defect, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Defect.
Right? Oh!
Defect, you
Wait. You can use Greg's reaction. The Flash of Genius.
Oh, that's good. Yes. I don't know if that would
It
be
applies
enough.
to allies. It applies a +4.
And then I have Bane though, because
You do also have Bane.
But you could do a 1 on the save. I don't know.
right. I mean, let's see. So this is my Bane. All right. So 7.
So if you add the +4 from Greg, it's 11.
Right.
Okay, so just take note that you've expended a use of Flash of Genius. I'm not sure if there's a way to track that on.
I track my stuff like that under the ammo. I just like retype flat, or I put my
Yeah, just type it so Amber knows and can make the sheet.
Yep.
But anyway, cool. Then in that case, with an 11 is your total now.
Yes.
You feel that dread and that terror, and your body begins to lock up. But just before you push into unconsciousness, you shake your head, and you remain as
Other thing. To Adis/Tanner. Thank you so much.
I mean, I think that's the first time we've, even with Amber, we've been able to use that reaction for anything.
Spoot, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, no, that's not true. Hold on. I lied to you. Don't make it yet. Actually, no, yes, I do need you to make it. Sorry.
Come on, Matt.
My D&D Beyond 20 overlay is not working, but I rolled a 12 plus an 8 for a 20, dirty 20.
Well, then I guess she doesn't get to have any fun.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but she just stared daggers at you, and for a moment you were like, "What?" And then you're like, fuck this woman. She's giving water a bad name." And Spoot, that brings us to you.
I'm not ready. Do I see her? I saw her, obviously, right?
Oh yeah, you can see her. She's right over there.
Is she on my plane of existence? Like my surface, or is she above me?
No, yeah, she's whoops. Yeah, she's right there. That's the one who stared at you.
Interesting. Okay.
So like there's a bit of a ramp, but you know, she's still there.
Oh, I see. That's the thing. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I didn't know where anyone was. I'm gonna try to figure out how much I can do.
The kids are all right. Smack that hag with that turtle club.
Well, if she's more than 20 feet away from the turtle club. Oh no, I think that works. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to smack her.
Cool. Oh, at the start of your turn, I need you to make another wisdom save.
So many wisdom saves.
That's the thing about these creatures. They require such things.
Thank God for cleric.
Oh boy! All right, so you need an attack from the spiritual weapon, no?
I do, yeah. Because you definitely saved on that wisdom save.
Damn.
However, a 10 is not enough to hit the creature. She sees it coming and manages to duck out of the swing. So,
Can I ask? I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna ask her an off-win. I'm gonna say, "What are you? Why are you here?"
They're sea hags. We were told that.
Well,
you weren't explicitly told that. You were told kind of haggy seaweed women, but you can,
Oh, I thought the fish told us sea hags.
he did use the word hags, but more in a like descriptor way as opposed to like a creature type way.
Oh, okay.
Who spoke to us? Someone spoke to us.
We found a murloc on the other shore.
Oh, okay. Fish
Close
person.
enough.
Are they the same people that are popping their heads out up here?
He is indeed a fish person, but that's okay.
Oh, I still ask, and then I turn back to Adis and I go, "Sorry, I'm a little fuzzy. I don't. Are there fae here, or is that what they are, or something else?"
I don't remember if I recall. I think I knew that, like, of the fake being, I think, but I didn't know much about it. I can't remember what I remembered and what the fish told us.
You had sensed the presence of fae.
Okay.
Before.
Oh yeah, because I used the primeval awareness.
That's right.
But I don't know if, like, because I get the bonus damage from my favorite enemy, I don't know if that would do anything towards my, like, knowledge of them. I don't, because I get the bonus just innately.
Yeah, you get the bonus to try to remember things about them. But
I mean,
once you saw them, you knew that they were fae. Like that much was registered to you. But you have not yet been able to identify exactly what they are. But
Okay.
you know they're fae, and you can make an Arcana check on your turn.
Okay. I'm just with the favorite enemy. Sometimes, like, I don't know exactly, like, when I see something that's actually in that category of it, if I would know. Because
Yeah,
it gets
I
bonus
think that's the
it-
point. Like when you see something, you're able to pick out certain characteristics that define
Okay.
it as that creature type. But anyway, back to Spook.
Have I been noticing Defect routinely getting his brain racked by
Grandma.
Yeah.
You have noticed that they have been like trying to do stuff to take care of the big axe swinging guy, as though they don't want to get hit by anything sharp.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
I'm gonna shout out to Defect. Defect, if you can get close to me, I think I've got something that can help. I'm assuming we're going up, so I'm gonna maybe stay where I am. And then using my action, if I haven't already overstepped by all the yelling I've been doing, I'm gonna try to cast Sacred Flame at the seaweed woman.
All right. Dex saving throw. Rolls a natural 20.
Does she even have feet?
It's hard to tell under all that seaweed.
I don't want to know what's under all that seaweed.
But yeah, this is the one with the crazy eyes. So who knows?
Gotcha. We're above water, right?
You are above water, yeah.
How far below us is the water, out of curiosity?
About 10 feet from where you are currently.
Okay. Great. If I stand here to try to get out of crazy-eyed woman, am I gonna... No, Ada's gonna walk through me. Never mind.
Cool. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, because the ground's wet.
The ground is very wet. On an 11, you fall prone.
Oh!
But you can get up and then move to that square. But just so you know, like, it was a comedy of errors.
Anytime I move, it's like slipping my back, do like this, stand back up.
Exactly. Very cool. All right, back to the top of the round with Adis.
All right, I am going to first give you this. Of course. 8.
Yeah. So yeah, you fall prone and use half your movement to get back up.
Getting really tired of this. If the ground is slippery, could I just slide down instead of standing up?
You can try.
Because I want to keep my full movement.
I mean, it's difficult terrain even with your full movement.
Yeah, so slide down and then just go 15. Like fall down and just slide 15 feet. Because if this ground is that slippery.
Where are we going? Are we going down or up?
So
I'm going down.
It is slippery, but it's not like banana peel, like comedy slippery. It's just slick enough to make it unsafe. Like, like back when we went hiking, imagine what happened to Ryan. It's that kind of slick.
For us viewers at home,
You're literally ruining every single plan. Ever.
I am just providing you answers to the environment you are currently in. You're in an underwater cave that is very, very wet.
Fuck. Because then I don't want to waste my turn. Fuck it. I'll stand up and just move my 5 feet that I get.
Okay.
And I will ready my action to fire at the first thing. If I see another hag, pop their head over.
Okay. So waiting for another seaweed to tag you.
Yep.
I'll take it. Very cool. Cool. Speaking of, that brings us to a particular person. Who pops right here. At you, and you can see her there, spooked.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, she's right in front of you.
She's got a big shadow on her face.
She does indeed. I need you to make a. Actually, she's going to attempt to. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
My luck's gonna run out at the most terrible time. I have a feeling.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's me with
but
attack
you,
rolls.
But you felt your body stiffen and then managed to push through it. That's a good job.
They're not doing well like the two wisdom-based characters.
Also true.
Like, I'm pretty sure Carolee would be doing just fine, or Olive would be doing just fine against these as well.
But then...
Do I see where she's going?
You see her duck back around this big conical rock formation stalagmite.
We're both playing.
So you figure she's on the other side.
Yeah, we're both playing a bit of ring around the conical stalactite shaped thing.
Stalactite.
Might? Bottom.
Stalagmite. Stalagmite. Yeah.
Because the little ones are the
Stalactite.
tights. I don't know.
No, stalagmite is from the ground. Stalactite is from the ceiling.
Yeah.
TNG or CNG.
That's right.
Ceiling.
I'm glad
ground.
someone remembers 4th grade.
I learned that when I went spelunking.
Oh, well, that's an even better way to do it. But this little fish dude runs up with a spear on his spear and tries to spear you.
Where did you come from, I say in Aquan?
Yeah, but a 9 doesn't hit you, so you
Just slap it like...
But yeah, he just ran around the thing, and like, these creatures seem to have no problem whatsoever on these rocks. They seem to be moving quite easily. Hey, Adis, a friend that you've been waiting for appears again.
You.
Go ahead, make your attack roll. 28 will
Nice.
absolutely hit. Go ahead, roll that damage.
So that's 14 piercing damage.
Nice. Yeah, she didn't like that. So you caught her attention.
Great.
I need you to make a...
I think I already resisted that one's fear.
That's not what she's doing.
Great.
So, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I hate it here. 12.
Okay. So... Great.
Don't I get some advantage against Faye? Damn.
So, Adis, so you are currently frightened of you're just frightened. And what you see is the most terrifying thing you have ever seen, and it terrifies you, and it's right up on you. It is this monster of snarling, mashing teeth, and you can see caught between it that there are like people's legs and bones, like a monster that's been eating people, and it looks crazy and wild and like the worst thing you've ever thought of from the Fae. And you can see that the boots all have details from Lycos.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that is what you see. And it's right up on you. And next up, friend appears at the top again. Channel. And I'm going to need Greg to make another dexterity saving throw.
20.
All right, they got up last time, so they are no longer. Cool. Minus a D4, but not that it matters. It's still enough. So another one of those little orbs goes flying by, and Greg manages to dodge out of the way.
All right.
And it backs away again over the edge. And that brings us to Greg.
All right. Greg is going to step over here. That means dexterity saving throw. Keep my footing.
Yep, I need a dex save. Okay. Minus D4. Oh, you're fine. Even with the minus D4.
And Greg will shoot a fireball at this creature.
Firebolt? Go for it.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, firebolt.
Yeah, go for it. Minus a D4.
15 to hit.
You will hit.
Nice. And then let's see. Damage.
The,
No, I just.
you click on the firebolt, I think. No.
Yeah, just click like.
And then you she gets the 1d8 from her spell focus.
Thank you. So 13 points of damage.
Yeah, this creature is whacked by Grig's little hammer rod thing, ching, and it throws over like a flamethrower, and you smell grilled fish as it falls dead.
Oh.
What's that sound? Squeak's stomach growling.
Yes,
Spoot.
grilled fish.
Real fish.
Right in front of you.
Looks like if you don't stop attacking me, I'm gonna eat your friend.
Oh no. Not this cleric.
Cool.
Who needs to go on vacation so I can bring out the death cleric?
Yeah.
Right. I would
and,
love that.
Anyone? We got seaweed and fish.
Spoot rages and then pulls out his fork.
So this crazy-eyed seaweed woman comes up right in front of you all, and you see energy cackle between her fingertips as she lets go a bolt of lightning. And I need Spoot, Adis, and Greg to make dexterity saving throws.
Good.
Of course.
Jared's really trying to kill us.
You've killed their servants.
10.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Dude, who fired the first thing?
You did invade their home, and you killed their Kraken baby.
Oh, no, I think the Kraken baby started it,
So-
to be honest.
Spoot.
Yeah.
Spoot, you succeed on your saving throw and take half damage.
Oh, good.
Defect and Adis failed on their dex saving throws.
Greg.
Yes, Greg. So, those of you who failed take 32 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
Those
Yeah.
those who succeeded, remember there are temporary hit points, but I
Yep.
think Greg is still down.
Oh yeah.
So or Spoot, you succeeded. You take half of that, so that's 16 lightning damage.
This is starting to feel familiar.
And then she steps 5 feet away, but you can totally still see her.
See, this is why I made my second character.
And Spoot, it is your turn.
Okay. Wait a minute. Did Defect get a turn?
He did. He spent it all running away last turn.
Oh, because he's severed. Oh, great. Can I do a party?
Okay. I went and then Defect didn't go again. You just had me go and then the hag popped over. No? Because he
No,
was already
Defect-
down. He was already down there when I when on my turn.
Might be right, actually.
Okay, well then,
Take a look at the rolls, maybe.
yeah. Well, then in that case, we'll let Defect go after Spoot, and then you'll get back in the order.
This is definitely a meta question, but
There's a lot of things, but I do need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, Spoot.
gotcha. Meta question, but is so Defect is currently scared.
Yes.
With any chance of breaking free? I only ask. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, but also like him going before me is useful.
Okay.
But it probably doesn't matter because he's free. If it does, then I'll just be grumpy about it. So I'm gonna step here. I'll do a dex save.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, you have fallen prone,
I will fall. I will stand up,
and you get to move there.
and I will move the wacky stick.
Yeah.
Is there, I mean, like, is there anything here? I know that the dynamic lighting is doing some weird things, but would I be able to see this ideally?
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah. Is there an enemy there?
No, I don't know what you're trying to attempt to ting. Right now, there's 2 dead bodies next to you.
I mean, the one that hit us with the lightning.
Was that Crazy Eyes?
Yeah, that was Crazy Eyes, who
Gotcha.
you just moved your spiritual weapon next to.
Cool. I just know they're playing like peekaboo hide and seek, but there's this black there for me. Let's see. Great. I will hit her with the spiritual weapon.
Right, because you can't see because of the shadows.
Right.
Although
Yeah.
you could, right, because you had doused your light last game, so you're not currently in the
Oh, that makes sense.
because you attempted sneaky approach.
But up here is it, right?
It worked well.
But yeah, you totally hit with a 24 for 11 points of it.
Great. I don't know if I can do what I want. When she spoke earlier, I'm guessing I didn't understand anything she said. Some
No.
foreign language. She has not spoken in Coven. She didn't answer my question either.
No, she didn't.
Alright, I guess I'll try.
Or Greg. Greg's unconscious.
Oh, Greg is unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually... Sorry, I got distracted. That's what I meant to do. Kind of... Can I look behind me? And if it's an action, that's okay. I understand. But I would like to do some... maybe like a group medicine check.
Yeah, you can make a quick survey of your team. Go for it. Yeah, with a 24, Adis got really hurt by that lightning and is a little crispy. Grig is down on the ground. Defect is kind of just there. Looks like he's about to recover from something. Grig's body is smoking. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Ah, I'm an idiot. Alright, hang in there, Grig. Alright, Sacred Flame it is. Can't do 2 bonus actions, I always forget about that. This is targeting the same woman, witchy woman.
Okay, great. Let's see if she makes her dex save. She makes an 18 this time.
Love it. She is dexterous and wise. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to attempt to dex saving throw so I can hide around the corner again, I guess.
You've already used up all your movement.
Oh, I guess I'll stand here and take it like a turtle.
All right. Defect. It took you a few extra seconds, but you managed to break out of whatever was preventing you from going towards your enemies.
But I'm still under this fear.
You are still afraid of something, but you can't. But
But
you're not sure.
I don't see it, so I'm okay. All right.
Yeah, you're not
Um,
affected by it at the moment.
right. How high is this ledge?
It's about 10. It's about 15 feet up from where you are, and about 10 feet up from where like Adis and
Okay.
Greg are.
Because if I enter rage again,
Yep.
part of my rage is I can move up to half my speed. So can I like enter rage and like jump up and like try to climb up this ledge?
You can attempt to climb the ledge, yeah, if you want.
All right, so I'll do that.
Cool. I need a dex save.
Yep.
Are you entering rage before this, or?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then you have
That's
advantage on the
have
dex
to-
save.
Enter rage to do this. So, so 20.
Okay, even
Thank
with
God.
even with the D4, you'd be fine. So you're able to move. It is very slick, so it's difficult terrain.
Okay.
But you can attempt to climb. I'm going to need an athletics check to climb this. DC 15.
Okay. There it is. Nice, 23.
Yeah, even with the D4, you're fine. So yeah, you're able to climb up that, and you get to move at your speed when you're doing that because you're raging.
So that barrel pounce, I think is what it's called. I move half of my speed, in addition to my normal speed movement. So it's like adding an extra 20 feet of movement.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, so you get up there, and once you get up there, you see some things.
Come on, let me at him. Let me at him.
You see this person
Oh yes.
and this person.
Oh
But
yes.
the moment you look at this seaweed woman,
Oh no.
you are
Oh.
terrified of her and you are afraid of her.
No. No. Come on.
You're afraid of her.
She's the one that cast a spell? I thought it was someone else.
She did not cast a spell at you. She just looked at you and you were afraid.
Great. Alright, so what does that mean? I'm running away, I jump back down, I swim away.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to run. It's not a turn undead thing. Fear. The feared condition just means you have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, while the creature you are frightened of is in line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer. So you've climbed up on the edge, but now that you see her, you can't approach her.
Okay.
But there's the fish next to her.
There is a fish next to her.
Let me do that.
Poor
That-
unfortunate soul.
You do have disadvantage on the attack rolls and the minus D4.
Right. I will, since... You know what? Let's do it. Reckless attack as well. On top of that, so it'll be a straight roll. So 12 minus whatever. Is that gonna hit?
Roll the D4.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought... Been... Oh, so 10.
10 will not hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Alright, and attack number 2. Yeah.
Not this.
Yeah, both swings just not making it for defect. This seaweed woman is terrifying and it's getting to you. You've had a rough fight.
Yeah. Last week was really good rolls.
That brings us back to Adis at the top of the round.
Now that defect ran away and I cannot make him immune to fear anymore. I'm going to move up. I'm going to move.
So this creature is still on you. This horrible gnashing fey creature that is filled with body parts of Lycosian individuals.
I would like to make a saving throw, please.
I bet you would.
No? Isn't there? I know there's some that you can do a check to discern whether or not it's a thing.
Yeah, this one. Let's check here. Yeah, you are just frightened. At the end of your turn, you can make this. But currently, you are frightened by this horrible, terrible thing. It is like the worst thing you can imagine, and it's right on you. It's chewing up Lycosian boots.
Yeah.
You see a kid that you knew at one point.
I'm gonna burn my last spell slot and use protection from good and evil against Fae and make myself immune to fear.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, you do that. Cool. Wonderful. So you are immune to fear, which is great. I do need you to make. So I'm going to say that the
A charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Yeah. How long does that last?
A minute.
So
10 minutes.
And you're concentrating on it?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. So you're no longer afraid of this thing. You still see it, but you're not afraid of it anymore. Is that the end of your turn, or do you want to do something?
My action.
Okay.
So I would like to move.
Yep, go for it. Make that dex save.
Yep. 54.
No problem. You've got all your movement.
Now I can move. Fuck these dice.
Mhm.
Could I move up onto this spot right here?
Yeah, you can try that. Just give me an athletics check to climb up there.
Okay. Because it looks like there's that little step in this square, so it's like.
Yeah, you could like wedge yourself in there.
Okay. With the athletics still?
Yep, with athletics. DC 15.
Gross. Haha!
You just make it. You just make it.
Me and my -1 strength arms.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I have a 0 strength.
Wonderful.
And then I'm assuming I can see I can see Hagathas.
Yeah, I would say you can see her. Yeah, and because you're kind of wedged in between there, you can also see what's going on over on this side of the world.
Oh. Okay.
However,
In that case.
However, I would say because of the rocks and everything, and where you're standing, you'd have disadvantage on your attacks.
Is it?
But-
Could I pry myself through there like using movement next turn, or is it like
Yeah.
too tight?
I'd say you could do that.
All right, I'm going to in that case just bonus action planar warrior. Agatha over here,
Okay. Great.
and that's it.
Cool. All right. Defect. Yeah, you're afraid of that woman. Just because she's so horrifying. Yeah. Go ahead and take your turn.
All right. Reckless attack and try again against this creature.
Yeah, go for it.
You gotta be kidding. That's a miss.
Yep, first strike.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey,
Uh,
did you say reckless?
Yes.
yes, he's saying right. So yeah, That's a natural 20. That hits. Wonderful. So that's 15 points of damage, which is fantastic. Because it drops his concentration, and you and Brig are no longer banned.
Oh, yes. Finally.
Because he was the one who cast that spell. You did. Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Great. Go ahead. Make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
13.
Good thing you don't have that D4 anymore.
Right? Makes so.
Because the fear that has been raging within you is gone.
Yes. All right. Everything is coming with defense.
And that's the end of your turn.
All right.
Cool. All right. Oh, it's that one. That's right. Yeah, so this one's standing there. Defect can see that. So that's fine. Cool. Yeah. So I am going to need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not again, girl.
Hey, Defect. Use a little slug again. Isn't that cute? So the Defect slug is back in action. Very ragey Defect slug.
I hope the fishman is smart enough to attack the sea slug.
And then she kind of backs away there. All right. All of the fish people are dead, which brings us next to this. Adis. Did you make that wisdom save for me at the end of your turn?
I can't be frightened anymore.
It's not about that. It's about the effect of the spell. You don't have the frightened condition, but the image is still there.
No. Still there, I'm not scared though.
You're not scared, but it sticks into your brain. And you take 10 psychic damage.
Ouch.
So...
It rolled low.
Yeah. Make a con save. Your fear resistance.
I think it's time to roll physical dice now.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm over these digital dice.
She just moves over to the other side, and she looks at you, Adis, very terrifyingly. I need you to make a wisdom save. There it is. You're fine. She looks at you with daggers in her eyes. She looks terrifying, and you just stare right back like, I know you're doomed, bitch. You got nothing on me.
I think I'm more, like, concerned about the wolf in front of me and, like, screw the grandma. It's like not even looking at her direction. Just like...
Fair enough. Cool. Our little fish friend over here is going to move in front of this one, and he is going to cast a spell. So I need Defect and Adis to make wisdom saving throws, please. Sorry, Adis and Spoot. Charisma saves. Sorry, charisma saves.
Can I just subtract 5 from that and get a 16? Or do I want me to roll again?
I misspoke, so it's fine.
Okay.
So 16.
Yeah, it'd be a 16.
All right. Yeah, you're both fine. There's no effect. And he goes, oopsie.
Oopsie.
Grig. I need a death save.
Coming right up.
How many have they made so far?
This is their first.
Will be the first.
Okay. Because I fucked up.
They're
Done.
okay. That is a success. All right. Next up, we have our friendly neighborhood Sea Hag down here that does not like the Spoot man.
Elan's Mutual.
Yeah, so Spoot, I need a wisdom. No, yeah, she's gonna try. I need a wisdom save from you. Yeah, for the briefest of moments, you feel this tingling of like your muscles contracting, but then you push right through it.
Is that about to be a sea slug?
Who knows? You don't know what she was trying to do, but she definitely tried to do something. But then she disappears. And Spoot, it is your turn. And Spoot, based on where you are, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw from the top of you. And you're fine.
I am trying not to get too comfortable with that.
Roll a plus save. You gotta roll pretty low to screw this particular ability.
That's good. It's possible. Alright, so I must have goofed when I prepared spells because I really thought I had Cure Wounds. But I don't, so I'm going to have to sacrifice. I'm going to have to not attack. Oh. Where'd the woman go?
Yeah, you saw her disappear behind the big thing.
Okay.
There's a couple other people right here.
Yeah. I just can't heal Grig and whop them with my stick at the same time because I fucked up my spells. So let's get Grig up with some healing word.
Okay. Right. Grig gets 8 points of healing.
I'm very nervous about this, and this may be stupid, but I'm going to try it anyway.
What you got, Spoot?
I'm going to cast a spell right here.
Okay.
And this is it.
What spell?
Oh, did it not go through? Confusion.
Okay.
So Oh, okay. Yeah, so everyone within 10 feet of this point, and I don't have to see them if I'm understanding it. It just has to be a point within range, so I can see the point. 10-foot radius sphere. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm going to get confused with the whole radius thing again, aren't I? Is that twice as big as I think it is?
So it's a 10-foot radius. So I will show you what that is.
Is it really only like... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I need to center it on them. I'm trying not to get us in it, of course. But that looks like a pretty good area.
So you want it to be like there?
No, I think where you had it, because none of our party are in it.
It's right there. Okay, cool.
Of course, now we probably shouldn't walk up there. So we'll say that out loud. Don't get near them. Not that anyone listens to me anyway, so do what you want.
Wait, what's in the bubble?
Mass confusion, I hope.
Cool.
I hope.
So yeah, I guess everyone needs to do a wisdom save. This is why this is a bit risque.
All right, cool. So let's see. That is a wisdom save. And that is a wisdom save. Okay. What happens when a creature fails?
Let's find out together. When a creature fails, they cannot take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of its turn to determine its behavior for that turn.
All right, cool.
And I've got a little table in the spell where I can apparently roll it, but it doesn't matter. I guess you could just roll a d10 for them.
Yeah, I think they roll a d10 and you tell me what they do.
Perfect.
Which cool. And you are concentrating on that spell?
Correct. And I'm also going to attempt to hide, knowing that is a difficult terrain, but I'm going to attempt to move the 5 feet in that little nook.
Into which little nook?
Just right here, kind of, I think where I hid before,
Okay.
below where Ada stepped up.
Yeah, even if you trip and fall, if you can move the 5 feet. So.
No, okay. I keep forgetting I already start with half because it's difficult, don't I?
Yeah. No problem. That brings us to the top of the round with Adis. Adis, you're no longer immune to fear, so I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Great. Oh no.
I hate it here.
So, okay, yeah.
Oh no, very bad, very bad.
So yeah, you see this creature, and you are afeared of her.
I feel like she only gets so many uses of that, no?
It's a passive.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure because Melissa's used Sea Hags and it was only once every 24 hours if you pass. No?
You have not passed this one's yet. You passed another one's.
I passed two of them that appeared over the side. So I passed one
Right.
the first game.
One of them was an active ability, and one of them was a passive ability from the same creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, do I dash down the ramp or just dash over here?
You don't need to run away. It's not like a repelling thing. It's just you have the frightened condition, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while you can see the creature, and you can't move closer to it.
Okay. Can I move over here or do it without a... Can I move over there? Dex saving throw, I assume?
Yeah, just make a dex save. So you slip and fall on your climb down and end up right in this square.
Okay. I'd like to stand up
Yep.
and then move over to here.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow that.
Am I afraid of this one?
No.
Planar warrior.
And
I'm gonna shoot him.
you do not have disadvantage because you can't see the creature you are afraid of.
Okay. So planar warrior on that one. Q. 25.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that definitely hits.
For 11 points of damage.
Cool.
Second shot. 12.
12 will not hit.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, defect, you are a slug. Just slugging around.
I rage down towards the action.
Yeah, and then you lose your rage.
Yeah, I do.
Are you at least unable to be affected by difficult terrain as a slug? Can you move normally?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
For 5 feet.
Yeah, he can slither for
Yeah.
5 feet.
But how
You know-
embarrassing would it be if he fell?
I mean, in real life, he could slither 1 feet, but I'm being nice.
Oh,
You mentioned that the AC is 12,
Yeah.
right? He's tougher than my sorcerer in the other game.
Nice.
oh, but it's like one of those weird, like his AC's higher because he's smaller kind of things. So he's harder.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, he's just really small. So, Spoot, what does a 4 mean on this D10 table?
The creature does not move or take actions this turn.
Okay, so the hag in your confusion zone does nothing.
I wish I could see it. I got out of the way.
Yep. All the other things are dead. She is gonna move over the edge here and stare at Greg. I need Greg to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I mean,
Darn it, Greg.
ah,
Greg drops to the ground with 0 hit points, but not
Okay.
dead or not bleeding out, just on the ground.
Was Greg frightened of that one?
No. They have multiple abilities and multiple spells.
I wish
Okay. So, for that one, you have to target something that's already frightened. Sorry, I spent a lot of time with Melissa on this one.
No, that's actually correct. Yeah, so Greg couldn't have been a viable target. So Greg is not dropped to the ground 0.
Oh, thank goodness. I only have so many healing words left.
Yeah. Then instead, she's going to look over there, and what do they have left? Ooh, not much. Yeah, she's gonna try. She's gonna shoot a little ray of sickness at Greg. Does a 13 hit Greg?
no.
Then it is ineffectual, and she backs away. The person, the other individual, stands his ground. Oh no, he'll move over there. And does he have anything left? He does. I need Adis, Spoot, and Grig to make. Oh no, Grig might be out of range. I think so. Yep, Grig's out of range. So just Adis and Spoot to make charisma saving throws.
Oh no.
My favorite.
Okay.
Not my worst. Not my worst.
For a brief instant, black, like inky fish, like swirl in front of your eyes, and then you both push through it, making his bane not take hold.
Cool.
Greg's turn.
Right. Can Greg see this person right here?
Greg cannot.
Greg can. Okay,
They have backed up over the edge.
gotcha. I wasn't sure. No. I need to. Does Chomper's speed, is it part of my movement as well, or?
Chomper's on her. It's
Yeah,
it's a
Chomper's a tiny little thing right now, so they are carrying it.
So I believe Greg would just. Grig's hurting. Grig is going to move at least down here for Chomper.
Cool. I need a dexterity saving throw from Greg.
Moving right up.
Okay, yeah, Greg has their full movement.
Great. And with Chomper on their shoulder, we'll have Chomper do his thing.
Just so you know, so because you have your full movement, you could make it to here, to this square, because you're small, and then Adis would also gain the benefit of Chomper. But it's up to you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do it. All right. So, 7 hit points.
All of you get 7 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
And what else will Greg do? They can see this individual now too.
Oh, nice. All right. Greg will then cast Firebolt at it.
All right, go for it.
24 to hit
That will absolutely hit.
for 11 plus, what was it? The
It's a D8.
D8. Thank you. 6, so 17 points of damage.
So I'm going to give you an option here. How many hit points do you think that guy has left?
It's either going to be one of the two extremes. Either he has 1 hit point, or he had just that, 17.
What do you think it is?
Let's go with 1. He had 1 hit point this whole time, didn't he?
All right, so 1 hit point blasts away and he remains standing, but then the other 16 burn him up and he dies. He had 17 hit points left. I was like,
I knew it was like one of the two extremes. I was like, yeah, I think it'd be more fun if he just like.
and you just made him waste his last spell slot too. So
Nice. Very good.
yeah.
I was gonna hit him with my stick.
Well, good job.
What did the fish try to do? Absorb elements?
No, just try to cast Bane on you a bunch of times.
Oh.
He's just like repeating it over. Bane, Bane, Bane.
Yeah, he knows like one good spell and it's Bane.
It is a good spell.
All right. Next up is the one who's not concentrating on anything. She sees this one acting. So she just moves down, looks over towards Adis, and wow. Does a 14 hit you, Adis?
No.
Good.
No, it does not.
Yeah, this sickening line of green energy just shoots out from her, and you totally goes wide and splatters against one of the things. No problem.
Gross.
Spoot, it is your turn.
All right. I have to say, now that I could see her, maybe I don't know. Maybe I couldn't behind the big
Which
slag.
her?
The one that just moved away. I don't know if Spook could see her, but I could see her, and it's tricky because was hoping.
Spoot cannot see her because of the height differential in the rocks.
That's what I thought. I was hoping I'd catch her in the confusion bubble. All right, I do have a question about confusion. Confused.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading, it doesn't appear that it actually would affect anyone else if they entered the area. That the concentration is only to keep the effects of confusion on whoever failed.
That is correct, yeah.
Okay. So I guess I don't know if the bubble really matters at this point, but
That's good to know.
I will attempt that. I don't know. We can either ignore what I tried to say earlier to the party, or I'll just yell out right now to ignore everything I said before. I'll attempt to move the 5 feet here.
Yeah, go ahead, make the dex save. So yeah, you fall prone, get back up. You have 5 feet of movement. You can go wherever you want.
Okay. I'll go here.
All right.
Can I see this witchy woman?
Yeah. I'll say sure.
I'm gonna scoot him over and do a whap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me roll that.
Roll the attack roll. An 11 will not hit.
Great. The old tried and true. Seems like Grig's doing okay. So I'll hit with some Sacred Flame.
All right. Rolls a 16 on the save.
Well, then I will not waste my time.
Okay. Adis. It is your turn.
Alright. I would like to fire at this one planar warrior first.
Absolutely. Go for it.
$23.
Absolutely hits.
Fucking mosquito in my room.
8 damage.
So that's 8 plus 4, 12 damage.
Nice. Very cool, very cool.
And then second shot. Not that. 17.
17 hits.
False hopes of a natural 20. So that's another 9 damage.
Wonderful. Great. Oh, so close. All right. Cool. At the end of your turn, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Um,
19.
Cool. That terrifying monster that's been harassing you vanishes.
Awesome.
In the spirit of fairness, I think technically the witchy woman could have also made a wisdom save at the end of her turn, unless the fact that she took no actions negated that.
I don't believe so. So she'll make a wisdom save at the end of her turn.
I don't want to be that guy that.
What is your save DC?
It is 16. Yes.
Okay, good to know. Cool. Let me just check one more thing, because you are currently afraid. Make another wisdom save, please, Adis, at the end of your turn.
Jesus.
You had 2 effects that required saving throws.
Natural 20.
You feel the fear lift from you.
My god.
And you push it back on the caster. No, just kidding.
Yeah, right?
And defect. You're a
I want
slug.
to bite. Can I attack? Can I bite her?
Nibble.
Sure. Roll a d20 and subtract 9.
It's not awful.
A 10 does not hit.
Good roll too, though.
It was a good
What?
roll. All right. Can't believe this slug tried to bite.
I will move down there though, and try to block her way.
Okay, sure. You're just being a slug there. Great.
Angry slug. Yeah, we did see.
Yeah, totally.
Children's
Okay.
book. I'm right
Hey, Spoot, what does the 3 mean?
3 means that the creature does not move or take actions this turn.
Okay. So she just hangs out there.
Chilling.
Next up, the one next to defect just walks away.
Opportunity attack.
Sure, go for it.
Points for trying.
Doesn't even.
-5.
Doesn't,
Do I bite myself and turn back to defect?
No. You go prone and can't move anymore
No!
with a -5.
You do a complete somersault upside down.
Okay. Yeah. She's going to go to there and fire a bolt of stuff at Spoot. But with a 10, it's not going to do a dang thing.
Yay.
All right. Other dude is dead, which brings us to Grig.
All right.
Kill it.
Right? Yeah. I'm trying to see Grig's vantage point. Grig cannot see these guys, right? From where they are. Grig will need to move.
Yeah, Grig would need to move.
All right. So Grig
Not far. Like, Grig could see them if they got to there.
That's what I was thinking.
So make it the dex save.
Yes.
Yep, no
Nat
problem.
20.
Yeah, you can totally get there.
Sweet. Which one looks worse for wear?
To make a medicine check is Grig.
Ten.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna aim for. Well. Yeah, I guess I'll aim for the closest one here.
Okay.
And we'll do the same thing as before. The firebolt, since that's been working so well.
Okay, go for it. Make the attack.
22 to hit
22 will hit.
for 6 plus.
Are you sure you didn't use Sacred Flame instead?
No, because it's an attack roll, not a saving throw.
Oh, right. I just never hit with those.
12 damage.
Okay, cool. So what does it look like when Grig burns this first hag to death?
Are you serious?
She
Wow.
had 9 hit points left.
I mean, after being swallowed by that Kraken, Grig is angry. So Grig is just like kind of, pointing at things and just burning it. So really, there's really no flair to it. It's just the look of anger that's on Grig's face.
Yeah, I dig it.
And maybe a little maniacal laugh.
Yeah, so
She
they smash
bears
their
actual
wrench
fire.
on. Yeah, their wrench on their hammer, ching, and the spark erupts and kind of hits this creature right in the chest, and then overpowers all the magic and seaweed left, and down she goes.
Grig will say as a free action, so this is how defect feels.
And speaking of defect,
Ah, yes. I rage through the other sea hags.
no, defect. You are a defect again and no longer a slug. That was the one that was concentrating on the polymorph. Hey!
Nice.
When this one falls down, the other two scream in rage and anger.
Oh my, there are 2 left?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Why do you think
And-
there's been so many saving throws?
Yeah.
Right?
And defect, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
10.
So you return to your full body size, and you look, and you see this wild-eyed seaweed woman staring at you, and
Oops.
a few words, Hagathas, and energy cackling a lightning bolt strikes you square in the chest, and you take 31 points of damage.
Hey.
Holy shit. How bad you roll? Accidentally. So.
He rolled a 10. He rolled an 8
Yeah.
and 10.
Oh.
Spoot, it is your turn. Spoot! There you are.
Sorry, I had to get food.
Understandable.
What did I miss?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Defect just got slammed with a lightning bolt.
Oh. But I can't see defect. Spoot withdraws and flees.
Right.
Bye. Okay, great. Can I see this one? I don't think maybe I can.
Yeah, you can see that one.
I can. Okay. Well, I will move this and just hit it and get
All
that
right.
out.
Go for it.
What happened to Grig?
They are right here in the space.
Yeah, I need to cast light because this is really screwing me up.
Yeah, Grig has moved into the shadows as far as you know.
I'm like, what? Grig?
A 14 will hit for 7 points of damage.
Well, that feels nice finally.
What else you got?
I don't know. I'm no longer concentrating though. That much I do know.
Okay.
Because the things died.
Yes.
Sad, yeah. Which is good. I don't really know. Need to. I'm going to attempt to move a little closer. You know what? No, screw it. I'm just going to cast light. I've wasted too much time.
Okay, great.
My shield needs to make a dex save, apparently.
Wait, but I thought you said up top was lit. No.
It is, but there's some shadowy patches because of the light source, and Spood is angry that he can't see through it.
Well, let's be honest. I've made about a fifth of all of my attacks anyway, so I'm not really wasting any time.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing something useful.
So that brings us to Adis then.
All right.
From where you are, you can see both of these two here.
Okay. I will attack Hagathas on the bottom.
All right, go for it.
Nadar warrior.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? There we go.
All right. A 20 will hit.
30 20s.
Yeah.
22 damage.
Ooh, girl. Right
I'm
the center of the chest. She's really frail, and so it almost looks like it goes 3/4 through her body. She's still standing. But
Oh, okay. I was like,
hurt her
is that
lot.
a death? Or...
No, she's still standing. She's staggering on her feet.
17
17 will do it.
for an extra 14.
And with that, you get her in the chest with your first arrow and launch the second magical shot right through one of her eyes, and she falls down dead.
I'm really tired of these things. That ends my turn.
Yeah, and that brings us to Defect, who's not a slug anymore.
I'm running towards the last one.
I need a dexterity saving throw, please. And you're not raging, right?
20.
But you roll in that 20. You have your
Right.
full movement. It is all still slick and slippery, so it's difficult terrain. But
30, 40. I can still make it.
okay, she's
Out of
right
range.
there.
Straight attack. But I'll do it recklessly.
Okay, go for it.
So 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
13 points of damage.
Yeah,
And second attack. 13.
13 will not hit. She takes the first shot right in her chest and pushes it out, and you bring it around for a second, and she manages to block it with her arm somehow. She grabs the haft of Matter's Bane and just almost gets her, but not quite.
Yep. So that's movement. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Dead. Which means that it is now Grig's turn.
Grig. Hold on. Grig is Grig can still see this one, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So from there, Grig is going to fire it up. Firebolt.
Okay. Go for it. Make the attack.
13 though.
A 13 will not hit. It blasts the rocks beside the creature.
All right. That's it.
All right. It is now her turn. And you are right up in her grill. Which she is not a fan of. So she's going to do the best she's got. I need a dexterity saving throw from Defect.
Nope. 9.
You take 33 lightning damage as another bolt blasts into you.
Jesus.
And then she's gonna try to fucking run away. So you get an opportunity attack on her.
Ooh, alright, alright.
She was hoping to take you down with that.
So, I guess 15, right? Or am I still recklessly attacking her, or that's only for...
It goes until the start of your next turn.
Until the start of your turn, because it's advantage on all the attacks against you as well.
Okay. So then
but
16.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Okay. So she blasts you with a lightning bolt and turns to run, and your axe sinks into her back and begins to vibrate and sing in your hands.
If I may, just for like a little flavor.
Yeah, what does it do?
That electricity running through my body comes off my axe and starts like sparking up all the dust as she floats away.
All right. So a little like powder, like flower fire kind of as the dust. And indeed, the form is gone, and you hear a few scattering trinkets, ta-ting, 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 hit the ground, and like the flump of whatever seaweed wraps she was wearing. And there is silence. You have defeated them.
Defect and Greg approach each other and give each other a high five.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, y'all.
Are they dead? Says Spoot.
Yeah,
From around the
we
corner.
can drop initiative at this point.
Well, his party didn't answer him. That's really embarrassing. I suppose the spiritual weapon will flit away then.
All right, yeah, totally.
Greg will loot the bodies.
Cool.
Spoot will try to join the top circus.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a series?
Now that you're out of combat, you can like take your time and like get up to where you want to go, and it's fine.
Okay.
In the rush of combat, it was very like so you needed to be. It was hard to split the attention, but now that you can focus on moving safely, you're fine.
Spoot just does that thing where you see like elderly people press against whatever hard surface is next to them as they take looking at their feet for every step.
Nice. Yeah, so Grig is looking at these bodies while are the rest of you like looking around, or are you all like checking out these bodies?
I'm gonna mess with everybody.
Yeah, I'll Defect will help Greg.
Cool. Cool. So Greg and Defect are rummaging through the bodies. Spoot and Adis, why don't you both give me either perception or investigation checks to see what you notice up here. Cool. Cool. So, Spoot, you notice all these runes kind of around the campfire that's going on here, this bubbling cauldron. And they're definitely weird. They look Aquan, but also not Aquan. Like they're a weird hybrid of Aquan and something else.
Is Adis near me?
Yeah, he's looking around kind of in the opposite direction at the moment. But what you do notice on these runes, you notice that they, while you're looking at them, off to like a corner leaning against one of the like stalagmites, you see a stone tablet that definitely has Aquan runes on it.
Ooh. I will carefully go pick it up because I don't have Detect Magic anymore.
Cool.
All right.
Adis,
Touch it. What's the worst that can happen?
You're looking in an opposite direction, and something catches your eyes with your dark vision in the shadows. A small little glint, kind of chucked away between two of the rock formations.
Which way am I looking?
Just kind of like over towards the area that you didn't come from.
Okay. I go over to the glinting.
Yeah, you reach in and you realize that like what it was like the glint off of a tooth, and you pull out a necklace made of animal bones and animal teeth that has a small like ermine skull or something like right in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird that it was just kind of tossed aside, but because it seems very like vibey, but it's very well made.
What kind of vibes do I get from it? Is there like a vibe check?
Sure,
Like
roll a d20.
in 19 on vibe check?
All right, on a vibe check, it's like, yeah, like this is some pretty like tough guy, gal, they, whatever, foresty, woodsy kind of vibe. Like,
Okay.
it's not an underwater vibe, so you don't know where they would have gotten it, but
Okay.
it's definitely like an above ground kind of vibe. Because
All
like
right.
all the bones and teeth and whatever and claws and the little skull, definitely not water creatures. Definitely like land creatures.
Okay. We'll throw that in the pocket for now.
Cool.
Can I investigate the hags?
Yeah, so
Or is that what Defect and Greg are doing?
Defect and Greg are over there right now, and
Okay.
as you're all kind of rummaging through everything,
I guess if they're doing that, I would go over to Spoot.
Yeah, Spoot's got a stone tablet in his hand right now. So Defect and Greg. I don't know where Defect has gone, so screw it. So Spoot, Adis comes over to you with this tablet in your hands that has all these Aquan runes on it.
Sorry, real quick. Can I, maybe before we disperse and go to our separate areas, do a quick medicine check on the group, on the fam?
Yeah, go for it.
I tried to squeeze that in earlier, but I didn't think it was heard.
You're all pretty hurt, but you're all alive.
Okay. Well, we've made mistakes like this before, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word on her body. And yeah, there you go. Everybody gets 8 healing damage.
All right, everybody gets 8 healing damage.
Now, back to the tablet.
Yeah, it's a old stone, like chipped tablet in Aquan. You can read the Aquan on it, and what it appears to be are directions on how to summon creatures, specifically krakens, from the elemental plane of water and how to control them.
Definitely not give this to anybody.
This doesn't make any sense, Boot says. I can't read any of it. It's unintelligible. I'll just keep it.
And it's got like recommendations like get a really young one, because the older ones, you can't control them very easily, so get a little one and grow it up.
How to summon and control a kraken for dummies.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's what you have in your hands, Spoot. The ritual is long and requires a lot of like weird underwater ingredients. And you don't necessarily know what they all are, but we can get into that if you want to. But that's what's in your hands right now. And
I feel like Seda might pay for
Adis
this.
comes walking over.
I'm like, I hide it real quick, like, nothing to see here. No.
Insight.
Just kidding. I'll kind of be puzzled looking over this. When I see Adis approach, I'll say, so this is definitely written in Aquan. But these runes on the floor are not quite Aquan, and I'm wondering if you can help me, Professor.
Professor. Hold on, I speak all elemental languages.
I know.
Yeah. You do speak like all the languages ever. Which I don't remember.
Just wait till I
now.
take the linguist feat.
Yeah. So, what languages? It's almost easier to ask what languages do you not speak.
I mean, I speak Common, Deep Speech, Goblin, Primordial, which is both. It's all Ingwin, Terran, everything.
Yeah.
Sylvan and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, so it's definitely a mix of Aquan and something else. There's something familiar about them, but it's not a language you know.
Ooh, it's exciting.
I don't like this.
I'm gonna like make a sketch of what that looks like.
Okay, yeah, you can totally do that.
I would like to inspect the witch's brew in the middle.
Okay, yeah, you look in and it's a bubbling, murky pot filled with all kinds of gross things.
Vibe check. Does this look like any kind of potion I've seen before?
Make an insight check.
It's like we saw some gnarly potions before, like the one with the toenail in it.
Yeah.
You said insight?
Yeah, make an insight check on the potion.
23.
With a 23, it's probably lunch.
I vomit in my mouth a little bit, and then I walk back over to Spoot. And I help him just make sure all the runes are correct in his notes.
Cool. Meanwhile, Greg and Defect have been rummaging around all of these broken hack corpses, and you have found that each of them is holding something different. So, the one that got dusted, amongst the dust and rags, you find a jeweled silver chalice.
I'm sorry, a jeweled chalice?
Yep, silver chalice. The next one has a long sword that they kept in the scabbard, but both the scabbard and the hilt and pommel of this long sword are studded with small pearls. And in the third one, or on the body of the third one, you find what looks to be like a rod, like a metal bar, made of like this silvery, greenish sort of metal. And it looks like there are little buttons on it.
Whoa, Greg is happy. Greg's eyes light up, seeing all those buttons.
Yeah, there's a couple of buttons.
All right.
Seems like there's a button on either end.
It's a staff of self-destruct.
I mean, it's probably like 18 inches long, so it's like just, a rod more than a bar or a staff or something.
Trying to look at Greg's spells here. So, what is this? Identify?
Yeah, you can cast Identify. If you think anything is magical.
Except it's not prepared, looks like.
It's a ritual spell.
Oh, it's a ritual spell, so I can just do it?
Yeah, it just takes 10 minutes each time you want to cast it on an item.
Okay,
So if you have any items that you've discovered that you think may be magical, you can look at them.
Assuming they're kind of like done, and when Grig is doing this, I'll just walk over and hand Grig the necklace thing to look over.
As
The,
you do
like,
so, Adis,
fetish.
you see on the guy who was the body of the guy who was like trying to bane you all, the kind of like fancier fish dude.
Yep.
Something shiny rolls out of a little pouch that was laying on the ground.
I inspect.
What you pick up is a varnished eyeball.
Ew.
Mhm. Make an Arcana check for me.
I don't know what to do with this.
You can do it at advantage. So,
Oh, 12.
Ah,
um,
want some guidance?
What?
so with that,
I'm just gonna give everything to Greg. It's fine.
yeah, with that, there's something about it that there's something about it.
I pop my eyeball out and I put that one in.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I'm out of healing spells, just so you know.
No, I had a fake one the whole time. You guys didn't know?
That's why he nat wanted so much last game.
How would your perception be if you had two good eyes then?
We don't know. Get regeneration and we'll find out.
So, yeah.
I'm just gonna give the eyeball
So
and
that's what you found.
I'm gonna give the eyeball and the voodoo fetish or whatever the fuck it is to Greg.
Okay. So yeah. So after it's been quiet for a few minutes, it comes back to you all that you've been rummaging around. That the captain and Sweet Squish they're still over in that little
Oh shit.
beach area.
Can I go to the corner?
Yeah,
Like
you can call out to them.
make my way yonder.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could. Maybe they could see me from up there, but we killed the hags or the old ladies. We're just taking a bit of a break because they hurt, but we'll be back down soon.
The captain replies, "Oh, well done. Keep it up. Yeah, we're fine here. No problem at all."
Cool. Yeah, I just need to sit down for a minute because the lightning was a bit much.
Yeah, we saw that. Looked dangerous. We were afraid. Glad you're all okay.
Thanks, you too. And I'll come back over here and I'm just gonna sit down.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So those are the things you find. All of that stuff. What are you gonna do with it? Are you identifying some of it or what?
Yeah,
I just assume Greg is just gonna go through and identify.
yeah, definitely starting with the rod first.
With the rod first. Okay.
Yeah.
Greg takes 10 minutes with identify using the pearl, and yeah, it is magical. It is an immovable rod. You hold the button out. You hold the rod somewhere. Click the button, and it stays. And defect, you try to pull it, and you can't.
An immovable rod.
It's an immovable rod.
Yes.
That's defect having fun with this.
Question, when you have a second.
Yeah, what's up?
We'd have to share it, but since I can also do identify, is it possible that like Greg can start identify and then toss the pearl, and I could do one kind of at the same time, or do you need it for the whole?
You need it for the whole thing. You need the pearl for the whole thing.
Can they like Wonder Twins and both be touching the pearl at the same time?
They can try.
The pearl explodes. I don't know.
Let's not.
You can always try.
Well, the sword had pearls in it. Maybe they won't miss one of them.
I mean, they're a lot smaller than the pearl because they're just it's studded with small little pearls as opposed to like big giant ones.
I don't know how big a 100-piece or gold piece pearl is.
It's like, that big. like a marble, like a one of the big marbles, the agates. What are they called?
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so that's cool.
Um, this spell, it doesn't consume the
No,
pearl. No, it just used
it
for
it
casting.
doesn't consume anything. It's you just need the pearl to like focus the spell.
Okay. I mean, if we're still doing nothing else while
I mean,
we
we could while Greg is doing this, we could do a second long rest, no?
Short
Or
rest. You
that
mean?
long rest, short rest. Just to
Yeah.
make sure
If Grig is going to identify every item you found, the the things on the hag is 3, the necklace is 4, and the eyeball is 5. It'll take them about an hour anyway. So everybody else could get a short rest in.
I mean, is it better for us to move? We're not really sure if people are coming back.
I mean, I think these were all the fish I saw anyway. And I mean, they didn't seem as bad as the hags. I think we killed everything. I would let you know, but I don't have any more magic for today. I'm all out of juice.
Perhaps we should take some of these things and identify later then, if we don't lose them.
It
How
will
The
are
other
also
question,
take you a
is
couple
how do we
days
get
to
out?
get back. So
Yeah. So I mean, like for at least for the first one, I think Spoot would be interested in this. Is there anything else to learn about the altar and the runes outside of what we've already learned? I think that we through Ada's tested already. Is that correct?
yeah, Adis figures the brew that they were cooking up was probably a meal. So there's that. And you found the tablet, and you said that you wrote down and copied the runic inscriptions. So yeah.
Are there signs of bedding here? Out of curiosity.
There's like a couple piles of seaweed in a few places.
Okay. Well, maybe we start formulating a plan while Grig's working on another one.
Plan for what?
Escaping? Do we have a
I
plan?
already have. I have one.
Oh, okay.
So are you going to go back up to the ship, remembering that it takes 2 days to get back to Fay Harbor anyway?
Yeah, I mean, we have only one potion left, but I have a plant, 2 plans.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you have because I just realized I ruined my plan.
Well, you're part of the plan.
I hope your plan doesn't involve a spell, because now you might be really sad.
I know. Kind of hopefully, but no.
Are you
Doesn't
gonna like
need one.
do that Jack Sparrow thing where you're gonna take the seaweed we found and lash it around my mouth and ride me to the surface?
Yes.
Perfect.
I mean, are we going right now?
Yeah,
Up to you.
Defect's ready.
Okay.
Greg's ready. Sure.
Go back to the captain.
Yeah, you all hook up. No problem.
My captain. So, there's a couple of ways that we could get out of here. My first idea is... I mean, Spoot, do you have any magic left? Like any of those messaging spells left? Okay. Well, I got 2 plans. One, I can just get us all back to Fay Harbor, and then in the morning we can get a message out to your ship to have them just turn around and come back. You wouldn't be their captain, but it's one of the ways that we could get out. My second plan is we have one breathing potion, and Spoot can hold his breath a long time, and so can the fishman. The 3 of you could go back to the ship with a vial of my blood, and then I can just teleport us back to the ship. Or at least the remaining 3 of us.
A vial of your blood.
It's for this sword.
Don't ask.
Old magic.
Ah,
Option 3 could be we take a long rest, regain some spell slots, and then I think I have a way I can get most of us on the way, provided we have an uninterrupted route back to the top of the water.
I understand that this is your area of expertise. You're in charge down here. I'm in charge on my ship. But off of my ship, you are the professionals. So I will leave it to you to choose the best course of action. I trust that you have all of our well-being in mind. My personal preference is always to be aboard ship, especially if she's going to be sailing, because that's my job. But if there's no other way for us to get out, then so be it.
I mean, I can swim back with. Maybe I can swim back with the vial of blood.
Well, we have one breathing left, so I figure the captain can go with you.
Okay.
And the I'm sorry, Fishman. What's your name again?
Swee squish.
Squeeze Squish. Right.
Swee squish.
Swee Squish.
Wow, that's me.
Okay. You, the captain, and Swee Squish, could swim back to the ship, and I would give you about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then I would try to open the portal.
Maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, you figure
Okay.
it'll probably take like 45 minutes to get back.
Okay. So, you three could swim, and then I could just bring me, Grig, and Defect back. I can bring us to the library, or I would prefer not to sleep down here, honestly.
Don't forget about the sharks.
Mhm.
Right, that's why the three of you would be swimming.
Oh, I got
Safety
it.
in numbers. I mean, we killed 4 of them so far, so you should possibly be able to sneak past the rest decently.
He nods.
We could, if we're worried, we could consult Augury before we make this choice.
Well,
I mean, it takes 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, just go for it. It's not, I mean, 10 minutes is 10 minutes. Maybe Greg can look at another item in those 10 minutes.
Sounds like Grig will have plenty of time while we're gone, too.
So are we auguring?
Yeah, I'll do an Augury and ask, is it
So-
safe to...
so remember, like, you have to have a plan of action that you're going to take. Like, so you could be like, if we swim back, we are going to swim back, is that a good idea? Like, that's a valid augury question.
Yeah. We made the plan, I feel, and we're just trying to determine if, like, some sharks are brought up, whatever.
Cool.
It might be...
Yeah, you spend 10 minutes and then you cast the tiles after your meditations. And we have to double check augury's wording.
You mean to pull it up in the thing?
It's okay. So you throw out these tiles and a lot of good things show up.
I don't
Wheels.
know, guys. I'm having second thoughts.
Yeah, so a lot of wheel appears.
All right, let's take it. Come on, squeeze squish. I imagine I
Squish,
thought it's...
squish, it's
I-
squish, squish.
Yeah, I don't care. The spoon says it right.
Sure. All right, so-
Squeeze squish.
So the
Should be empathetic to his fish problems.
the captain downs the last potion, so remove that from whoever inventory it's in, and splash. The three of you Drive away. Oh, so Adis, you're gonna draw some blood, huh?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
we
Greg
we
has
should
a
take
bunch
that.
of vials.
Yeah. There's also the empty vials from the potions that were drunk. So
Ah, that too. Recycling.
yeah. So you slice your hand. Go ahead, roll a d20 for me.
Don't tell me I crit myself. Oh right, this is for the other thing.
Mhm.
I pray to God it doesn't. It's not the one that breaks on Seta's desk.
So in your mind, you hear a tinkling sound of something glass breaking.
All right, P
As-
Seta's desk.
As you create a new vial and attune it to your latch blade.
All right,
Passing that
Spoot,
off.
here you go.
All right, so Spoot, you have a vial of Adis's blood. Add that to your inventory. You three dive in, Sploosh. You encounter no resistance. In the intervening time, Grig could have identified a few more objects.
Yeah, definitely.
So you get you were going to wait an hour and a half, so Grig could actually identify all the objects. Neither the sword nor the chalice are magical. Oh, Spoot, what are you doing with the tablet?
That's a good question. I mean, it's probably safest in Grig's bag, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To not be damaged. So I guess I would hand that off to Grig and be
Yeah.
like, "Don't read this.
Yeah.
It gets introduced to water and it opens a portal.
Don't read this, Grig."
It is. Oh, that's the perfect thing to tell Grig. Don't do something. This is going to make them do it all the more. All right. Anyway, neither the chalice nor the sword are magical. Sorry about it.
I mean, it's worth money. It's fine.
Yeah.
The necklace is magical. And they understand that it is a pack hunter talisman.
What is that?
Yeah, and so what that does, let me tell you here. So what it does is it requires attunement by a druid, first of all. And when they use their wild shape ability to transform into a beast while wearing the talisman, they gain 5 temporary hit points for each ally within 30 feet, up to a maximum of 20. And the temporary hit points then disappear if they drop and revert to their normal form. So
That'd be a beefy olive.
It adds more health to a beast shape.
She's got it's a 21 HP squirrel next time. Super hunter.
Yeah. Cool. So that's what that does. The next, and then you get to the varnished eyeball.
Yeah.
So Grig discovers that this is a hag eye.
Oh.
It is made from a real eye which has been coated in varnish. And it's set in like a little like a clamshell kind of pendant thing. But they learn that if a hag who is part of the coven which created this eye uses it, they can see what the eye sees, as long as it's on the same plane of existence. And if it is destroyed, it hurts the hags who created it.
So one more time, if a hag uses it, They
hag,
can.
essentially, it only works for the 3 hags who created it.
Right.
But it's a spying device, essentially.
Put it in the bag of holding for now. That's a
Yeah.
different plane.
You did just kill 3 hags, so.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm sure someone would pay money for this. Or these weren't the only 3 hags.
Make an
What?
Arcana check
Me?
with advantage. Yeah.
Not the mother hag. Uh... Absolutely not.
No, you had
Oh wait,
advantage.
was
You got
17?
advantage.
Aha!
17. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so hags don't like each other, but they will join together for a variety of purposes, but only ever in groups of 3. So,
Okay.
it is against their nature to work together very well, which is why there are only 3 of them, because there's always a third one to settle any disagreements.
Right. Okay.
It
I mean, I'm
doesn't,
sure
it
this
doesn't
will-
mean that all hags are part of a coven, but hag
Mhm.
covens only come in groups of 3.
Okay.
Because, fae,
Yeah.
number, magic. It's crazy.
I mean, this would probably be worth money to the right person.
I agree.
Or I'm sure Seda would love to research this.
Eventually, enough time passes where you feel like it's about time, if they made it to the surface, that
Yikes.
Hee hee.
so
I open the portal.
you open a portal, you stab the latch blade into the air itself and pull down, and a door opens
Not
up.
that.
A door opens up. And it is and you use the charge, and
I don't trust this. Where am I going?
you see the Prevailers main deck,
Okay.
and Spoot standing about 10 feet away from the opening, kind of awkwardly holding a vial of your blood, not knowing what else to do, as a bunch of crewmen run around him and like, oh my god.
I've just been like, until you showed up, I've been like, all right, everyone, stay back. Just keep your distance.
Anytime now.
I don't know when it'll happen.
Yeah. And you can walk through it if you want, if you trust this.
Yeah. I mean, we've done this before.
Yeah.
And then you notice
I'll go
Spook holding it in
Yeah,
his
you
left
walk through and you are out above decks on the deck of the Prevailer. The captain is up there giving orders, and Kumquat's running around yelling at people. You see Blimey go by.
The way you were describing this, I was like, well, Greg defected Adis adventure. Let's go. No moral compass.
Hey, magic
Spook
can be
stands there
weird.
until the
we
end of
just
time.
never come back.
But no, you are all reunited, seemingly successful in your mission, which was more than it seemed to be.
Wait, we never come back, and then we do reappear eventually after a large amount of time in Spoot's Death Cleric wreaking havoc upon the world.
Once you have all returned, the captain immediately calls to set sail and return to port, return to Fay Harbor. The next 2 days are spent without issue. The crew is noticeably excited to be returning to Fay Harbor for some reason. Even with the death of 2 of their comrades, who they have committed their bodies to the lake, as is their tradition.
I would like to go ask Blimey what's happening. Why is everybody so excited?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I assume I'm pretty chill with Blimey.
Yeah, you and Blimey, you're totally cucumber cool, man. Like, You two get along. You spend a lot of time up on that there crow's nest on the way here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he tells you, "Oh yeah, right. Oh, I guess you're not from Fay Harbor. Well, hey, when we get back, it'll be just in time for Foundation Day. Yeah, Foundation Day's a big party.
What's Foundation Day?
Well, technically, it's also kind of religious. You know, it's a celebration of the founding of Fay Harbor and of Hagathas, because she's like, the god of cities.
So you cut out founding of Fay Harbor and what?
And the goddess Hagathas. She's the god of cities. So, civilization and whatnot. That's her jam. She's really popular, especially in Fay Harbor and any other like big kind of metropolitan area, if you know what I mean. But yeah, she anyway. So there's all kinds of stages all around the place with little squares set up for drinking and vendor food, like street food, and there's dancing. It's the only time of year that they make these little like eel pies that you can like fit in your palm of your hand, right? And they're really good. They got I think they got peas and potatoes in them. They're really gravy.
And just after a certain point, I don't know if he notices, but Adis's eyes just glaze over.
yeah. He just goes on. But you get the information that you were after, but he keeps going.
Did Spoot hear about the eel pies?
Yeah. Blimey is not a quiet individual. He's used to shouting stuff down from the crow's nest.
Spoot's now listening attentively.
Yeah.
Eel pie.
Just tunes in weird moment. Just all he hears is eel pie, and then just like,
oh yeah, there's smoked and grilled fish on sticks with different flavors. There's kelp candies, which are very celebratory and kind of festival specific. There's entertainment that comes in. They get players who are local and they do music and run dancing and all kinds of stuff. The guards are all out, making sure everybody's having fun and safe. We've never had a problem during Foundation Day. It does start with a very like solemn kind of parade of the Build Warden. She's the high priest of Hagathas from the Cornerstone Temple, right? And what they do, you see, is they walk all around the way of the walls around Fay Harbor, doing blessings and making sure that the supports are well and taking note of anywhere that needs repair or whatever. And then the people who live closest are asked for alms to make any repairs that need be done. Or volunteers to do the work or whatever. As long as it's done in good faith, Hagathas is pleased by such things.
I take 51 psychic damage from all of that.
Yeah, he's like just going.
It's like my eyes are bleeding, my nose is bleeding, my ears are bleeding.
Spoot might have
he launches into a tale of like, the various individuals he has like met and danced with, and like some he hopes to meet again and dance again because that was fun, and some of them became like a little too much for him, so he was like not really interested in seeing them again.
I think Spoot might have like started letting his mind wander after all of the flavors of fish were described, and all that time that he had like the really delicious like wine that the Mer people had made, and where was that one tavern again? We should go back there.
That's the tavern you go to all the time. That was the abundance.
Yeah, the one bar that we hang out at.
We're regulars now. I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, so you get the sense that by the time you get back, it'll be party time in Fay Harbor. And indeed, after about 2 days or so, smooth sailing across the lake, you return to Fay Harbor. Question, Spoot.
During the travel, may I have rested, reset spells, prepared sending?
Yeah, you have 2 days. You have 2 days. So whatever you want to send, or to whoever you want to send, you can do.
I'll send one to Seda, telling him of our supposed success and that we are returning in X number of days. Should be there in time for Founders Day. Okay. And I'll send one to Adis's hubby to say that tragic news, we lost Adis at sea. No, I'm just kidding. Just tell him that we're on the way back also, everyone's safe and sound, and that Adis misses him.
Aw. Both of them respond with thank yous and affirmatives. And Kaylin is getting used to this at this point. This like kind of weird mental communication between you, him, and you like relaying stuff to his husband. So he just says, tell him I'm glad he's safe. I'm glad you're all safe. And I can't wait to show him some new stuff in the apartment.
Oh no, we probably have a fig. Was it the fiddly fig?
There's
So,
this
like-
vine that's taking over everything.
Spoot will just like go in, he'll relay the message and be like, and he can't wait to show you some things in the apartment, and he'll kind of trail off and go, whatever that means.
I don't think you want to know.
No, I don't.
Did you tell Seda about that tablet?
Not yet. I'm gonna show it to him in person, I think.
Okay.
Although I guess it's fine. Yeah, we can. No, the message was too short. I'll just show it to him in person.
I mean, do you want to go over there? I could try to just open a portal to the desk. You can just go now if you want.
I do wonder, does this use up charges? Is this a limited thing?
I do it once a day.
Oh, well. I suppose I should warn him then. If this is
I'm saying that
on...
I'm the second day, or the first like full day at travel.
Okay, if this is on the second day, then I would have refreshed my spells, and I could ask him, can I just hop inside your office, stand away from the vial?
You're assuming the vial is still intact.
That's why he's asking.
Oh yeah, I should. That's a good point. I think Adis might. Yes, tell me I should ask. The second day, I can say, "Hey, Seda, out of curiosity, is the vial on your desk still intact?"
So on the second day, when you are due to return to Fay Harbor, anyway.
Oh no, I thought I said the first full day at sea.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever makes sense spell slot wise. I'm losing track. I thought it was 2 full days of travel. Third day we're there, but it's like.
I assume the first day, we long rested
So like
first.
So the first day, like, it's kind of weird. Like by midday, you were back up on the ship, kind of deal. So like you could have gotten half a day in, slept a full rest, had a day at sea, and then be arriving at Fay Harbor late in the evening of the next day.
So yeah, this would be like after our first long rest back on the ship.
Cool. So you send him a message about, hey, oh yeah, is this vial still there? A few moments go by, and he says, well, I opened the box I keep that particular item in, and it's fine.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Somewhere else in the world, a vial shattered.
I wish I could know where this is. I lost 2.
I'll turn back to Adis and say.
But now you know where they both are.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like, but it's killing Tanner to. I want to know where those other ones are.
Beard was like, well, they'll never go there. Now I guess I'll scratch this off my.
The fun thing is, I do know where they both were, but
I'm sure. I hope you do if you made the weapon.
Yeah, but the thing about the weapon is you have to know where the vial is.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing about it. So.
Now that they're both shattered, I would like to know. Do you want to go back to Fay Harbor? I mean, we'll be getting there. They said tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. But I mean, you could go back early if you'd like to start studying on this.
Spook will think for some time. I am not usually one for parties, but perhaps if I start studying, then maybe I can participate in some of the festivities on the day you arrive. However, if I get there, I'm afraid I'll be too distracted to enjoy the day. I have so many questions for Seda. So if it doesn't,
I mean, if you're going back a day early, then you have some time before the festivities, and then you could get whatever you want out of the way.
well, if you are okay with it, let's do that. I'll send Seda a message warning him that I may be a guest in his office.
Okay.
And I will do this. That I'll say, Seda, if I may, I will travel back to your office. I have some things that I would like to discuss given our recent adventure.
Of course, if you are worried about traveling here with your means that you've done before, you are welcome to do so.
Oh, well, I'm out of spells. Let's go.
Portal.
I'll get the tablet out of the bag first.
Yeah, you get the tablet, you open it up,
Rick's like, what's that? What does it say?
and yeah, Adis cuts a little 5-foot doorway into the air, and you are able to walk into Seda's office, and he is standing there with his hair braided little blue silvery
Now-
robes.
My question.
Yeah.
Since we're on a moving object, when I cut this, does it stay stationary in the air and keep moving in the opposite direction we are?
It is relative to the place where you cut it, not the geographics of it.
That
Okay.
would be hilarious, though.
Aha! Door from there when.
Oh fuck!
A random fish jumps through it.
Yeah, no.
Just Seda's office, just fish on the floor.
The fuck is this?
Or
Yeah.
just if it moves through the back of the ship, but just a hole forms in the ship, all just ship parts fall through the portal.
Yeah, we saved your ships, but destroyed the trailer. Oopsie. No, yeah, it's fine. Magic works, unless it doesn't.
I mean, I'm trying to figure this sort out. I don't know. I don't know how spatial
Yeah.
doorways work.
No, it seemed like if you had just cut into the random air, who knows? But the fact that you cut with a point of reference, it seemed to work fine.
Okay.
But yeah, so Spoot, you are able to walk into Seda's office without issue.
Very good, I do.
And after a minute, the door closes.
I just stand there for a minute, just awkwardly waving at Spoot.
I think sadly Spoot is now so he's in question and study mode that he's just completely forgotten that I stepped off of a ship 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, as you do so, Seda is like, it is nice to get some fresh lake air. No.
Oh yeah, and then I look back when he says that. I'm like, they'll be here tomorrow.
Ah, excellent.
I wave at Seda through the doorway.
Hello, Adis. This is a bit odd.
It's he wants to get some study in before he celebrates tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh well.
The sun will come out.
The day after you come back, if you arrive tomorrow, is when Foundation Day is. So.
Okay, so Spoot, you get 2 days of study. Say that
Well,
he has something to show you that you should keep that, and then the door closes.
okay. Oh. Right. There's not much time there.
Oh, were they
What
still
can I
there?
do for you, Spoot?
So I have lots of things to show. Well, 2 really. I'm here, and I'll pull out the tablet and I'll lay it down. I'll say, we'll get to this in a minute, and then I'll open the notes that I took, and then I'll start recounting basically our journey since the attack, and on into, since we're at time, I'm not going to do it in character.
Yeah, we had those runes in the
Um,
cave before the Kraken.
Yeah.
I'll try to give him a step by step. Kraken attack. Captain got swallowed. Jumped in the water after. More octopus. Killed him.
Yeah, no problem.
Swam. Sharks.
All the calamari.
Yeah, he listens to you recount your story, he expresses relief that you, and awe and wonder that you took care of not only a monstrous baby kraken thing, but also the creatures that they summoned it, and he seems relieved that you destroyed them utterly. As he tells you that hags can be extremely dangerous, especially when they work together.
Oh, I would have given Spoot I made sure Spoot took the hag eye with him.
I
Greg-
haven't had a
if
good
Greg
hag
lets him
eye in
have
a
it.
long time. It's been a while since I've been to Scotland.
But
Couldn't resist.
is it singular or plural?
It's actually haggis, so it's
I know.
singularly with an S.
I know, it's weird. Haggis is
Haggai sounds like it would be plural.
Haggai?
Haggai. It's
Um,
just some dude in the corner laughing a lot. A ha guy. It's a Haggai.
yeah,
Ha.
I'm assuming Adis would have told me what he learned about it, or did I had already? I
Well,
had already.
I imagine Greg told everybody what it was because
Okay, I'm back on the ship.
Greg is a blabbery mouth. So
Fair enough. That's why we love them.
yes, they are wonderful that way. Not that they can't keep a secret, but I don't think they would care to keep a secret because they would probably view the Haggai as utterly useless.
True. I'm kind of surprised Adis was able to take it from Greg. It sounds like something they may have collected, but we'll return it.
Sure. So what are you asking him after the story?
Where the bathroom is.
Okay.
I think that's a legitimate question. I'd be like, I've been at sea for 2 days, and I need a proper
Didn't you just pee in the water?
You
I'm
just
just kidding.
pee over the boat.
I'm just kidding. It's awkward for turtles. I'm just saying.
Or we were like swimming.
I'm
Just
just
peed then.
No one would
One of
know.
those-
Or when those hags looked at you.
yeah.
No one would know.
Never tell inside me. No, I'm gonna
Anyway.
ask him. I'm gonna ask him like first of all, I'm gonna give some like theories on the attack based on our evidence and ask him what he thinks. You know, it seems like the hags convened for a reason in order to summon and control this thing. And I think we gathered that it was not a fully grown one, and the notes in the tome tablet seem to suggest that. I'll give him a gist about what was in it, and that if he wants to study it further, actually, I think he can read Aquan too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he has no problem reading the tablet. But yeah, he thinks you're probably right. They were probably trying to use that creature to like stake a claim in the area.
I see. I will also mention, if it matters, the harpies, although we did avoid them. And then I'll point to the drawing that I made of the runes on the ground and, you know, kind of say, like, do you know what language this is? It looks, I mean, it reminds me of Aquan, but it is not the same. And I don't know what.
Yeah, he looks at it for a minute and he says, indeed, they are combined runes from two different languages. Arcane runes in Aquan and in Giant.
Giant.
I'm like, keeps appearing.
Because he knows you don't know it. Yes. Well, who are you talking to? It's interesting, Giant. Would this combination of languages have anything to do with the three hags? Are they possibly you know speaking different languages themselves?
Let's see.
Because I did hear one of them say something in a language that I did not recognize.
There are multiple forms of hags. Based upon what you've described to me, I believe these were specifically sea hags, and they do speak both Aquan and Giant. Or at least they do naturally. They may learn other languages as they go along, but...
Spoot has a moment where he realizes that had he tried read minds, it would have actually worked, but he wasn't 100% sure.
You see, sea hags live underwater, and there are a very higher up species of giant that also lives under the water.
That sounds terrifying.
They can be, but they're generally well, oh, what's the word?
Well
Well,
mannered?
mannered, yes, but their personality tends to be more kind than aggressive and violent. Not
Is
that
there
they
any?
can't be those things, but
Sure, I'm sure they're probably territorial, among other things. Is there any possibility that they would be working with the hags, or the hags? What is the purpose of using both languages in these rooms?
oh, that I don't know exactly. Looking at the tablet here, it says that you have to summon a creature, specifically a kraken. It talks about the size of the creature being indicated. So perhaps they used some form of runic size limitations on the creature that so they would only get a tiny kraken. I'm not sure. It was a guess.
That seems fair. Well, have there been many sightings of krakens in the lake, or is it possible
Never.
that I
At
wonder
least
where this
none that
one?
I know of.
I wonder where this one came from. Because if it was young, then it certainly.
Well, this tablet is about summoning one from the elemental plane of water, so I'm guessing they summoned it from there.
No, did I miss that part when you gave me the rundown earlier?
Apparently. But yeah, Spoot would have known that it's pretty much a how to summon a kraken from another plane. So
Okay. I might have just wrote my note down wrong.
no problem.
Okay then. Well, then maybe we're lucky and there are no more kraken.
I certainly hope not. So you can spend this time talking with Seda. He tells you pretty quickly that most of his clergy and the people who work in the library are very excited for Foundation Day because it's always a big kind of celebration. And Hagathas and Ioun get along well because Ioun collects knowledge and Hagathas creates cities, so they're friendly towards one another. So it's all a big hoop-de-doo coming to town. And sure enough, the next evening, the whole city is abuzz in anticipation. The Prevailer docks. Spoot, you meet them at the docks, and you are not alone in doing so. The Commodore also meets you at the docks.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I should probably check in with him maybe.
Sure, I imagine you took care of that. And yeah, the Commodore and Spoot go up on the ship and get a report from the captain. He is overly pleased at what you did and expresses much awe and wonder at what you did. He says, "Well, by Jove, I say, what? You all have done... You've definitely earned your money this day, I think. Or this past couple of days, I suppose. But either or, please take this with my thanks and congratulations." And he passes over a bag of 500 gold pieces, a little, like, chest, and a wrapped, like, in a silken bag, the drift globe that he promised you.
I'm supposing that Grig will take both of these things swiftly and promptly into their possession.
Well, someone take note of it, because I'm not going to track what I've given you. So I hope you've written all these things down.
As have I. The turtle has written down the thing that he has been carrying around.
Do you have it written down, Mike, or I can take note for now?
Yeah, I can put it down. So it was a drift globe and anything else. Was it right?
The 500 gold.
And 500 gold. Yeah.
Which may go to buying another diamond.
You can all sort that out in times. But
It was just the two things.
that is what he agreed to pay you. You also found some other goodies in the hag lair. So
Yeah, that I wrote down. That I have.
okay, cool.
Yes, I have the hag eye, so I'll write that on my inventory unless we're giving it back to the bag of holding. But I'll put it in there just in case.
Unless we want to become a hag coven.
One of you must die.
Varnished lie.
So, as soon as you all give your report, the Commodore and the Captain thank you. The Captain expresses her gratitude and gives you all an additional 400 gold from her personal chest.
Oh.
Because you saved her fucking life.
We tried.
Yeah, so the Captain is very appreciative and says, you know, anytime you find yourself in need of a ship, talk to us.
I think what we are rushing after her into the Kraken's lair is
yeah, she
so beneficial
appreciated
now.
it. She appreciated it very much so. Kumquat waves as you all depart. Blimey shouts down, "Have a good time. It's nice meeting you. Come back anytime. You guys are great."
He talks so much.
Climbing down the ladder. Or the net, I suppose. But yeah, so you get to the end of the docks, and a figure steps out from the shadows and pulls down a hood. And Kaylin looks up at you all. Well, you all look like you got beat to shit, but you're okay now, so that's good.
Why are you being sneaky?
I wasn't.
Shadow. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I would have told him probably like where to meet us.
I saw Spoot and the Commodore go up, and I figured you had to take care of business, but now that you're home, I thought we would go home.
Sure. Can we go get some drinks first? That was hags. Hags.
Of course we can, honey.
And we gotta split up that money.
And he offers you his hand.
I'll take his hand.
And you all walk towards whatever bar you want to talk about whatever you need. Tomorrow is Foundation Day. The city's excited.
Above decks. Where else do we go?
And that's where we'll end tonight. Fading out on the above decks. Which is very raucous and excited right now. So that's where we end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged. Good job. Good job, everyone.
Right.
You managed to survive. Sorry we didn't take a break. But we were just kind of in it the whole time. But yeah, well done. You survived, which is great. And you got some cool goodies out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's fun and exciting. And Foundation Day starts tomorrow. Yeah. Cool. Well, let's go around, say some goodbyes, and plug anything you want to plug if you got anything, and we'll sign off there. I'll figure out who we're gonna give a little raid love to. So why don't we start in the top corner over here with Spoot, who didn't do an intro, so we'll make him start with the goodbyes.
Oh, should I answer the intro question as my goodbye?
If you want to. It was, what does your character like to do on a rainy day?
I said fishing because it's the best time to fish.
Actually, that's an excellent answer. We'll go with goodbye. Thank you for watching, and yeah. So next time, I'm here next week.
Are you?
God, I don't know.
Well,
Better.
Wonderful.
According to my schedule, man.
Moving on down to Adis.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
And hopping over to Defect.
Thank you for watching. Catch you next week.
Great. And I have been Jared, your Dungeon Master here on Nuuli Forged. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Ives Got It. It's always nice to see you in chat, having a good time. Your enthusiasm is much appreciated, so thank you very much. Anyone watching this on YouTube, hey, give us a like, follow, and subscribe, because guess what? You can follow us on all the social medias at Nuuli Forged. And you can catch old episodes on YouTube, go back, catch something you missed, or be like, hey, when did that happen? Whatever, go for it. You can catch Matt and I on our podcast, Mid-Level Adventurers. And that's that. That's our goodbyes. So thank you all very much. We will see you here next week on Nuuli Forged. Have a great week, everyone. Be safe. Be nice to each other. Stay hydrated. And yeah. Have fun at the Olympics. Are we in the Olympics? Have they started yet? I don't know. I'm bad at this.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
I
everyone.
think Bye.